Welcome back to another part of this What If. To recap, in the last part of this What If, Aang and Lion have just left the Southern Water Tribe and they are just looking to recruit some more benders for their team in the Earth Kingdom and eventually help guide themselves into learning firebending and to eventually take out the Fire Lord. Now, this time, we are currently around a month or two after the 100-year war started. So, as Lion and Aang go further with Appa into Earth Kingdom territory, Lion comes up with the idea of going back to the air temples to see what is left. Aang is reluctant to go see the damage that is caused by the Fire Nation attack, and then Lion says, "The whole Fire Nation is after us and we have to think," says Lion. "Let's go back to the Eastern Air Temple, the closest temple that may still have airbenders as survivors." "I don't know," says Aang. "All I'm saying, Aang, is if we go back to the Earth Kingdom, they will most likely find us, and we should start to head back now." Meanwhile, in the Fire Nation capital, Sozin decides that the Avatar must still be alive, as one of his trusted soldiers returns with some more info being out of Bo as their prisoner. "Interesting information," says Sozin, as Sozin speaks to a group of Fire Nation soldiers that the Avatar must be training to take me out as Fire Lord. Knowing how strong Roku was, he decides to wait, knowing that it will take some time to lay out a proper strategy until the Avatar is in a vulnerable situation. Sozin says the Avatar cannot avoid his firebending training after all. "Soldiers, I want you to guard the walls of the Fire Nation and sky for any flying objects. Let them know that their journey ends here." A few days pass and the Fire Nation begins to plot their plans for guarding the Fire Nation capital and making them occupy every island. This plan is called Ashes of Fire, which is based on the idea that the Fire Nation will guard every island and then begin training their soldiers for the battle against the Avatar. A few days have passed since Aang and the Lion have arrived back at the closest air temple, where the floor is covered with burns and ash, as those are remnants of the Fire Nation attack. Aang cannot handle it any longer as he then goes into the Avatar state. For the first time through emotion, Aang is angry as Lion tries to calm Aang down, but Aang then destroys parts of the floor where there is evidence of the attack of the Fire Nation, as eventually Lion tries to calm him down, and eventually it works, but at a cost of some of the damage of the air temple, as Aang falls down to the floor. As then Lion says everything will be alright. Another part of the air temple, an airbender hears this, wondering if it might be the Fire Nation again. But it can't be, they say, as they already left. This airbender decides to stay in their cave for safe measures training as they inhale deeply. Lion senses the breath of air as if someone is already here. Lion says that once Aang wakes up, they will explore this place some more. As Aang wakes up, Lion tells him that someone is in the air temple, as he felt a disturbance in the air around them, as it could be an airbender survivor. When was the last time Lion has sensed the air, which was mostly during the life at the air temple, where he liked to feel the air that his fellow airbenders were creating. Lion says they will investigate this as he sensed it from a cave below the air temple. As they go investigate this cave, which was well hidden, if it was any other bender, they probably would not have found it. But since airbenders have a different sense for a feel of air, they feel the cave and then they hear someone running as they feel a gust of wind, which they feel it right past them as they start running, chasing the breeze of air until they run to the end of the cave, where they see drawings in a campfire as they look above and see an airbender above using airbending counterpart to fire jets to stay afloat. "Hello there," says Lion. "We mean no harm. We were just fellow airbenders looking for a survivor," says Lion. As they fall back to the ground, they notice they are an airbender. The person then says a few words, saying, "Are you sure you guys are an airbender? Prove it then." Lion and Aang both airbend a gust of wind at the airbender, as it is then confirmed that they are truly airbenders. It is true, I'm not the last airbender alive. Now you guys might be wondering, who is this airbender? Well, I'm taking this information from the new Avatar game, Avatar Legends, which introduces new content for Avatar The Last Airbender, and this airbender, whose name is Malu, who survived the Fire Nation attack, they basically go on a hunt for firebenders after around like 5 years hiding, but it is unknown what eventually happened to them, as they most likely got captured. However, in this what if, we will use that to our advantage. So Malu then explains to Aang in line that she has been hiding for these caves in what appears to be months, though still having a lot of resources to survive. Malu then says, "Today I felt a strong gust of wind. Was it your friend over there?" "Yes," says Lion. "He is the avatar of the airbenders, and he is the one who is supposed to restore the world to balance." "Awesome," says Malu. "Once we have enough training, we will seek revenge of the Fire Nation." "About that," says Aang, "we as airbenders were not told to kill anybody, as it goes against the air nomad philosophy." "Why," says Malu, "if you're not going to take out the Fire Nation, then how will we regain peace again? We have to fight violence with violence." Malu then says, "Lion, what do you think about this?" And then he responds with, "I don't know. I was also taught not to kill anyone, but maybe we might have to, and this will forever change air nomad philosophy forever." Well, we find out when we start training. Well, me and Aang have already started training, as we went to the Earth Kingdom and Water Tribe to master waterbending. Aang's earthbending is not so good, but at least is better than nothing. I think we have to start a spiritual journey now to master that avatar state. Malu then says we will do it for the lives lost of the air nomads, as once again the last 3 airbenders surviving. We need to recruit more members, as will be essential in our plan. As for the next few months, they begin training, hunting for local food sources and protecting Appa, later introducing Mala to one of their sky bison that will be on their journey. During the spiritual journey, the Fire Nation begins setting up colonies in the Earth Kingdom to stay on guard. During the next few months, Aang, Lion, and Malu focus on meditating and trying to achieve higher levels of spiritual awareness. This helps Aang to meditate and control a bit of the avatar state, not completely, but just a little bit of progress helps them not give up. So during the next 5 years, which is around 1 AG to 5 AG, they begin honing in their skills. Now, in terms of mastering the avatar state, I don't think this would be too impossible for Aang to do, since he has help from Malu and Lion, and especially since he's spiritual, he can connect to past lives. So, back in the Fire Nation, it has been years since they have set up the plan of creating colonies and protecting all islands of the Fire Nation. With no new information regarding the Avatar, he goes on his own personal hunt to everyone in the Earth Kingdom to see if they are hiding there, but with no hope. Sozin says these airbenders may be smart at hiding, but I will find them eventually. I will find you, Avatar. And that is it for part 4 of this what if. I hope you guys are enjoying this what if. As in the next part, I think they will start to plan to go into the Fire Nation and try to master firebending. So we will look forward to that in the next part.